안녕하세요, 여러분. 오늘 금요일에 라이브를 시작합니다. We are at KSTYLEYO. Hello there. So, those of you who are in the live chat, hi Rachel, Jess, Genevieve, nice. Welcome to the live chat. Stuck at work, I see. Oh well. It makes time fly. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. So today we're gonna go over some of our favorite webtoons, which is 여신강림. It's also called what? True Beauty in English. Korean version is 여신강림. English version, True Beauty. So as you know, we're gonna go over the Korean version because we wanna learn Korean language, right? So this is gonna be already episode 6. We've done from 1 to 5 and 100. Episode 100, right? Hello, Sassy. Mona Lisa. Nice. I like the name. Tiffany, stay my day. Carla, hi again. Welcome to the live chat. So I don't know if you guys have done any of the webtoon series. I know some of you who've been following me on the live streaming probably know about this webtoon. Diana, a cheap movie cover. I like that. Hello, I want to belong to the family. Nice. Welcome to the family. You're from Slovakia. Awesome. Muktasha. Excuse my language or pronunciation. I want to learn Korean with you. With me. Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, it's not just with me. We're all learning together because I'm learning something new every day with you guys. Polo Roberto, thank you so much for joining the live streaming. So we're gonna go through this webtoon series. It's gonna be very much like the way Korean people speak because it's webtoon. It's all about natural speaking. So it's one of the best ways to learn Korean. But at the same time, this webtoon has a lot of new slang too. So if you wanna learn some kind of slang, this is also great. But at the same time, it may not be 100% structured compared to article, but it's a bit more structured compared to lyrics. But just so you know the difference. Hi Thomas. Okay, we move on to our study board. Astro Cha-un-woo is already casted. What? Not sure what you mean. Okay, this webtoon into Korean drama. Awesome. So cool. It's a great news. You know, I think Itaewon Class, that's one of the also very popular webtoon that is turned it into drama. Apparently that's really popular based on my sister's saying. But I don't know if you guys saw Itaewon Class. I may do that in the future too. Okay. So as you can see, this portion on the right hand side, you didn't like Itaewon Class? Whoa, there are some divided opinions. That's good. Okay, some people like, some people don't like. It's always the case, right? So this is episode 5. Bingshu. Okay, so this is actually Bingsu. We're gonna go through it later. Bingshu. You know, this webtoon uses funny names, right? 와우, 오늘 완전 득템. 진짜 더리샵 틴트는 쟁겨놔야 돼. Okay, how about I go through one by one? Do you guys remember episode 5 at the end? The friend from school suggested, let's go buy some makeup, right? So they went to 더리샵 to buy some tint. Tint is for lips. When you apply, it almost stays there for a couple of hours, almost like tinted on your lips. Okay, so those of you who don't do makeup, just FYI. So here we go. We're gonna use subject for orange, object for pink, verb for blue, and this is miscellaneous color. So we're gonna go through each word one by one, okay? Lip stain. Yeah, I like that. Stain. 빙수. Okay? This is actually 빙수. Have you ever tried 빙수? Especially in the summertime, you're gonna see 빙수 집 everywhere in South Korea. We say 집. 빙수 restaurant. But restaurant, if I say restaurant, it's more like a wine and dine thing, you know, for Western people or European people. But for Korean restaurant, it could be just place where you eat. This is more like dessert shop almost. You have red bean paste, very sweet, and on top of it there is shredded ice. Actually shredded ice first, and then the red bean paste and some rice cakes, fruit, and things like that. Yeah, it's like Waffle House, I see. So it's really fun place to go to and have dessert with your friends. Normally the toast is free too, it comes with it. I used to get toast like 5 times because it's free. 와, 오늘 완전 득템. 진짜 더리샵 틴트는 쟁겨놔야해. 와, 오늘 완전 득템. We already saw this word many times in Webtoon. 완전. One word. It's used as almost like I don't want to call it slang because it is a word, but it's used more so between younger generation. So completely. This is completely. 오늘 완전 득템. Today completely 득템. This is a new word. I actually didn't know about this word. I had to look it up. 득템 is like 득, probably from another word. It's combined to a new word. 템, I'm pretty sure this is from item. We say item for item. Okay? So they probably picked one syllable from here, 템. 득, I'm just guessing. 획득, obtain item. As in when you, in the Naver dictionary, when you got something for free, or at least at a great bargain. When you had a great bargain, then you're gonna say 득템. What does this actually symbolize? Oh, this is only for writing. We tend to, Korean people tend to drag the syllable when we speak. 완전, something like that. So we tend to emphasize in the writing. Obviously, you cannot say when you say one, squeaky, 전. We don't say that, right? So we just say dragging sound and turn it into a writing. So you're gonna probably see this squeaky line, wave line, at the end of the sentence too. Let's say 공부해. It's almost like softening way to request something, study. Instead of 공부해. If I do this, it's softer. 공부해. It's something like that. So this is a friendly sign. 진짜 더립샷 틴트는 쟁겨놔야 해. 진짜. The same thing as 아주. or 정말. Yeah, stretch out the syllable. For pronunciation, right? 진짜, very, really, 더립샷 틴트. This is the place where they're shopping. probably 더 lip shop. I'm guessing 더립 shop. Tint, This is the lip tint. 는. I'm gonna put the object on the line. It's because this is the subject, but I think it's more like as for. Based on the verb. Do this as for that. 쟁겨놔야해. This verb, it's kind of combination, okay? This verb actually, I couldn't find it in Naver. I think it's more like 챙겨놓다 verb. In Webtoon, they tend to kind of modify the syllable or consonants and things like that to sound a little cuter or things like that. So I think she meant 챙겨놓다 instead of 쟁겨놔야해. Okay? 챙겨놓다. This is stash. Oh, I see. 챙겨놓다. If I'm assuming correctly, this is 쟁겨놓다. If you look up this verb, it means to stash. So you something stash the tint. But conjugated verb root plus 야해. What's that? Conjugated verb root 야해. Very, really, we have to. We have to stash 덜입샷 tint. Why? Because it's cheap. They're on sale. That's why. 돈만 있어도 다 사는 건데 아쉽다. That's right. 놓다 is often conjugated to 놔. Okay? 돈만 있어도 다 사는 건데 아쉽다. This is kind of interesting grammar. I had to think about it. 돈만 있어도 we know this is a subject. Why? Because verb 있다 does not allow an object. This exists, which means if I have this. Oh, Tiffany, you're good. You got it right away. Because normally 도 is interpreted as even if. Even if I had only money. It doesn't make sense, right? In English. Even if I had only money. So I had to think about it. First I thought, had I had money only. But I think the better way to translate in English is just like Tiffany said, if only I had money. So when you see 만 and 도, you can think of it as if only. It's like hypothetical situation. If only I had money. 다 사는 건데. 다. Everything. 사다 verb, 는 adjective describing this. But this whole thing together is, this is a verb ending. Let's say open conversation. It's that I buy everything. It's that I buy everything, right? But like Tiffany says, since it is a hypothetical clause, it makes more natural to say I would. If only I had money, I would buy everything. So this is very interesting grammar rule. Okay? If only I had money, I would buy everything. Or I would have bought everything. Okay? So 아쉽다. So 당 at the end is just being cute. 아쉽다. So the verb here, 아쉽다. You can look up this verb, 아쉽다. We talked about this verb before, yeah, what a loss, what a shame. But I feel like when you're missing out on something, it makes perfect sense with this verb. So I'm missing out this chance because I don't have money to buy everything. 아쉽다. What a loss. Okay? So the next part, actually I didn't even scroll this. Let's see. Yeah, 돈만 있어도 다 사는 건데 아쉽다. And then go down. 안타깝다. Oh. Yeah. 안타깝다. I think you can use it. Yeah, that's right, Tiffany. I never thought about it. 안타깝다 might be interchangeably used in this situation. 아쉽다, 안타깝다. But I feel like 안타깝다 is not necessary for the feeling that you're missing out. 아쉽다 sounds more like you missed out on something. 안타깝다 is more like the emotion that you feel bad about, you feel sorry about. So maybe more broad in a sense, I'm not too sure. But maybe look up the verb and see what it comes up. When you look up the verb 안타깝다, let's see. Feel regretful. So that's what I say, regretful, sad, pitiful. If I put 아쉽다, feel sorry, sad, very similar. Or number 2, in Naver Dictionary, number 2 says exactly what it means in this context. Here, 아쉽다, I typed 아쉽다, it says number 2, 필요한 것이 없거나 부족해서. It's like when there is nothing or short on something. So in this case, maybe she doesn't have money. That's why she cannot take it advantage for the sale. Oh, nice, Juliana. Thank you so much. Welcome. Welcome to our community. We are friendly people. Okay, so I think a good point, Tiffany. I think they're interchangeably used, but in this case, you're missing out on something. 아, 수아야, 네가 산 거 한번 발라봐. 수아야. So this is friend. This main girl is asking 수아. You know, 수아, 야. Calling someone name ends with a vowel, you add ya. Okay? If the name ends with a consonant, you're gonna use a. Okay? 수아야. Rachel, a. Juliana, ya. Okay? So this is after syllable that ends with a vowel. 네가 산 거 한번 발라봐. 네가. 네 is the same thing as no. 너가, 네가. 네 sounds more common in speaking format. 네가 산 거. 산 거. 사다 verb. Adjective describing 거. The thing you bought. So look up this verb 사다. Okay? The thing you bought. So 사다 is to buy. 한번 발라봐. The verb here is two verbs combined. 바르다 plus 보다. That's right. 바르다 is apply. In this case, 바르다, the lip tint. Apply the lip tint. Oh, I see. Yeah, because in Webtoon, like I mentioned, sometimes they write very casually, so they may even remove space. So everything is very casual. Almost like the author is writing the way even we speak. Very casually. So you're gonna notice a lot of space that's gone. Going forward to 산 거, the thing you bought. 한 번, once, 발라봐. So 보다 here is used with another verb, so it means try for the first verb. So give it a try. Try to apply once, okay, the thing you bought. So you talk to Korean people in texting and they don't write with spaces, right? Yeah. So the thing that you need to get used to. So this is a great format in a sense. You're gonna really get used to the way real Korean people actually write. Okay. So this is okay. So when we go down, okay, 슥슥, it's just a sound. 슥슥. Okay. So the friend is applying. And then now next, what happens? 짠! That was very abrupt. 짠! 헐, 야, 완전 이뻐. 진짜? 그럼 나 사진 좀 찍어주라. 아, 오케이. 내 자리에 앉아봐. Okay. So, 짠, that's right. 따라. This is Korean 따라. 짠. 헐. 헐 is just speechless sound. 헐. We even actually say. It's not just for writing. We even say 헐. Yeah. This is between friends. They don't speak formal speech between them. It's very casual. Yeah, hey. So when I say hey for this, don't think the same way as English hey, because you may talk to older people to get attention. Hey, right? You never do this to older people in Korean culture. This is really between the friends as in who are the same age or somebody who's younger. Okay? 완전. Same thing as 완전. So they made it as cute as possible. 완전, right? 이뻐. So the verb 이뻐. Yeah, totally 이쁘다 verb. This verb becomes vowel. 이쁘다. 이뻐. Sometimes you're gonna see this verb as this. 예쁘다. They're the same thing, interchangeably used. I don't know which is actually the proper way, but Korean people, they use either or. To be pretty. Hey, you are completely pretty. Totally pretty. 진짜? 진짜? Really? 그럼 나 사진 좀 찍어주라. Of course. If you look pretty today, you wanna take a picture, right? So 그럼, this part is actually 그럼. 그럼. So they wrote 그럼 is actually 그럼. Oh, I see. 예쁘다. So what Rachel is saying that this is actually correct one. But we also write like this too. We write like this, we say like this, and also this one. So there's gotta be some kind of missing education. You know, some other words also Korean people use certain things and then which is not correct. Not sure what. So 그럼, in that case, then. 나 사진 좀 찍어주라. me, 사진 좀. 사진 좀. This is just softening the request. It's not part of the object. There is no space. So 사진 is picture. 좀. So you can interpret it as some or softening the request. 찍어주라. 찍어주라. So the verb here is two verbs. 찍다 plus 주다. 라 ending is just commanding. Or in this case, it's more like kind of playful between friends. So 찍다 is the verb that goes with 사진. 사진 찍다. This is take a picture. 찍다 literal meaning is stamp. 도장을 찍다. Okay, stamp your something. Engrave some kind of stamp. So when you have verb with another verb here, 주다, in this case, 주다 doesn't have meaning of give anymore. When 주다 is used with another verb, it means what? Favor, to do the first verb. So she's asking as a favor for me. Take a picture. Take some picture for me. In that case, if I look pretty. Okay? What other nouns would you use 찍다 with? Like I mentioned, one thing I used just now, 도장. 도장을 찍다. So let me look up 도장 is seal. S-E-A-L. Now it's not as common, but for Koreans, we used to have our individual seal. It's like your ID. So I still have my seal, which I brought from South Korea. So I had that one when I was a little kid. It's engraved with my name. But my name is in like Chinese characters. So that was almost like identification of who you are. So when you open up your bank account in the past, they had bank books, right? So you had to bring your 도장, which is stamp, individual seal, to prove that it is yours. So you can use 도장, but I guess it's not really culturally related. Let me see. 찍다. It could be anything. 찍었어. Let me. 점을 찍다. This is good. 점을 찍다. Okay. So this is like, you can think of it as a mark. Nowadays, the beauty, when they do makeup, they tend to add some kind of beauty mark, right? Like here underneath the eyes. I watch some of the beauty channels. They put it right under the eyes or the here or the nose, whatever it is. We say 점을 찍다, 점 찍다. 점 means point, or it could be beauty mark. 점 can be more. Technically, what you see on your face or the skin is more, right? Is it not? Maybe I may not be correct, but anyway, 점 is what you see as a dot on your skin. Wax seals in their friendship. Nice. Okay. 오케이. 내 자리에 앉아봐. Okay. 내자리에. So this one also there should be a space. 내 is possessive. 자리. So 내 is from 나 plus 의. 나 plus 의. Possessive becomes 내. my 자리. sit. a location particle. 앉아봐. So this is the verb 앉다 plus 보다. When 보다 is used with another verb, it means not to see. It means try. Try to sit. Try to sit in my chair, in my seat. Or like Tiffany said, take my seat. 내 자리에 앉아봐. Take my seat. And then 찰칵. She's taking pose. 찰칵 is a camera shutter sound. 찰칵. 반도의 흔한 친구 사진 찍어주는 자세. 반도의 흔한 친구 사진 찍어주는 자세. So everything is underscored. Why do you think so? If you look at this webtoon, how it's written, in between the space, there is underscore everywhere. Her position, posture is hilarious. Yeah. Hashtags? 아니요. There is extension here, JPEG. It is a file name. So, 반도의 흔한 친구. So, I'm not too sure what 반도 means here, to be honest. But it says possessive. If I'm correct, 반도's what? 흔한. This is from a verb, adjective. 흔하다. Okay, 흔하다. 친구 사진 찍어주는 자세. This is 찍어주다, the same thing. 찍어주다. 는 adjective describing 자세. So the posture, 자세 is posture. So posture that I take picture. This is picture. But whose picture? 친구 사진, friend's picture. 흔한, I think this is related to the 자세. So common posture that I take picture, that I take friend's picture. Do you know what I mean? 반도스, I'm not sure what it means. 흔한 친구 사진 찍어주는 자세. Posture, but what kind of posture? Common posture. Common posture that I take friend's picture. So grammatically, I don't know if it's correct because it's just the file name, right? So, alright. So number 3. Behind her head, some kind of sound is coming. I think this is a speaker. 아, 이 노래는 네? 감격. 와, 링킨 노래가 나오다니. 이 매장 센스. 아우, 구려. 아, 뭐야, 여기 노래가 왜 이래? 성공 완전 구리다. 그치? So, alright. 이 노래는 this is more like the sound of surprise. 이 노래는 this music subject particle, but she didn't complete her sentence. This song she was about to say, but she's thinking in her head, right? This song, and then she's like, 감격. What does 감격 mean? Look at her. 감격. She's a big fan of this group. 감격 is deeply touched emotion. 감격하다. I feel deeply touched. 감격. Okay? 와, 링퀸 노래가 나오다니. 링퀸 노래가 subject particle 나오다니. 나오다니. 감동, 감격. Yeah, that's right. They're the same thing. 나오다 verb and then verb root 다니. We talked about this before, 다니. It's more like when you have surprise or flabbergasted. 감격 is a noun. 감격하다 that becomes a verb. 링킨 노래가 나오다니. 와, 링킨 song comes out. I'm surprised. 나오다니. Oh my god type thing. Oh my god. 이 매장 센스. Yeah, no joking, no kidding. Linkin song is playing. 이 매장 센스. This 매장 센스. So this is the English word sense. So 매장 is the store. Store has some taste. Store has a good sense of music. Choosing music. That's what she means. 이 매장 센스. Just the sound. But by the way, the girl in front of her, she said, 아우 구려. What does it mean? 아우 구려. This verb, this is 구리다 verb. Oh, that's right. 감동받다. 감동받았어. 감동이야. 감동이 되다. I'm not sure if I said 감동이 되다. Maybe. Good stuff, Tiffany. 구리다. This is a verb. It's more like slang. 구려. If you look up 구리다 in Naver Dictionary, it'll probably come out as to be nasty, to be dirty, or things like that. But I think what is the best way to interpret this is sucks. It sucks. In English, 구려. It sucks. 뭐야? 뭐야? What is it? In this case, expression is what the hell? What the hell? The friend is not happy. 여기 노래가 왜 이래? Right? 여기? Oh, really? But 구리 has another meaning. If you use 구리 as a noun, it means copper. See? But it could be used as a noun for this verb, I guess. 여기, here, 노래가. Song, 왜 이래? So why 이래? 이래 is from 이렇다 verb. Becomes 이래. To be like this. To be like this. Why? Why is song like this here? So in English, you may be thinking as what's up with this? What's up with this song here? Why is the song here? So she's not satisfied. Oh, 너구리. I see. 너구리 is raccoon. It's also one of the popular ramen, right? Ramen. I should make a video about how to make 짜파구리. I don't know if you guys saw the movie Parasite. They make 짜파구리. Apparently it's very popular. 여기 노래가 왜 이래? Why is song like this here? 선곡 완전 구리다. The new song 완전 구리다. Completely 구리다. The same verb sucks. The song completely sucks. 그치? This is from 그렇지. This is confirmation, right? 지. 왜 이래? What's up with? What's wrong with? 그렇지? 지 confirmation. Is that right? Type thing. In English, right? Is that right? The new song completely sucks. Am I right? And then the main character, she doesn't want to admit that she likes Lin Queen because she may look like kind of geeky person. And then the main character, she wants to maintain her image, right? 그러게, right? 하하하, very 어색해. 하하, 그러게. 아, 맞다, 주경아. 너 제2 외국어 일본어 하잖아. 응, 그나마 사탐 대체되니까. What's it mean? So this is student talk. Student talk. 하하. 그러게. It's just stuttering. 그러게. This is 그러게. Webtoon is written as 그르게. But it's actually 그러게. So you can interpret it as I know, right? 그러게. It's agreeing the other person. I know, right? Okay? 그러게. 그러게 말이야. Normally we also add 말이야. 그러게 말이야. I know, right? 아, 맞다. Oh, wait. 맞다. 맞다 is the dictionary form. Same thing as dictionary. So you can look up this verb, 맞다. It's interpreted as 맞아. But in this case, we use dictionary. Most likely. It means, oh, that's right, right. So when you have it as almost interjection before introducing a topic, then you use this one in dictionary form. 아, 맞다. Oh, that's right. I forgot to say something. 주경아. So that's the main character's name, 아, again. This is 아, calling 아 after consonant, right? 주경아, 너 제2외국어 일본어 하잖아. You 제2외국어 일본어 하잖아. The verb 하잖아, verb ending. So this is very common in school in South Korea. We do English as the second language after Korean. Korean is our native language, and then the second official language is English. But this is another second foreign language that you have to pick in school. I don't know about currently, maybe it is the same because Webtoon says 제2외국어. Even in my generation, I had to pick a second language. So I picked Chinese, but I think she's learning what? 일본어. Normally you have two options. Some schools may offer French course or some other things, but normally majority of schools offer two different second languages, such as Japanese or Chinese. So this is Japanese language. So 제2, the second foreign language, Japanese. 하잖아. So this verb 하다 either do or speak. In this case, it may be either or. Normally, when you see 하다 with language, it means speak. You speak the language. But in this case, it sounds more like a class, as Japanese class. So it may be interpreted as you study. You study Japanese. Most schools here, so Rachel is in New York. Most schools only offer Spanish or French, but some schools had other languages. Oh, I see. Because you're also very close to Mexico. You share with Mexico on the south border, and then you have Canada. So Canadian people speak French. Maybe that's why you guys learn those languages. So for us, Korean, we're in between Japan and China. Maybe that's why we learn those languages. Okay, going back here. 자나 means you know. Confirmation, you know. Oh, you studied Japanese as second foreign language. You know, right? 그나마 사탐 대체되니까. This is the same thing as 그나마. This one, if you look it up in Naver, it's gonna come up as even so. Even so. But I think you can interpret it as at least. At least it happens. Maybe. But in Naver it says it as even so. 사탐 대체되니까. So the verb here is 되다. 대체되다. When you see 되다 as part of verb, it means passive. Become what? You can look up this verb, 대체되다. To become replaced. Okay? So in that case, I'm gonna use 사탐 as subject. Subject becomes replaced. 니까 is verb ending because. Because at least 사탐 is replaced. What's the mean? 사탐 can be replaced. 사탐 is the shortened form of 사회 탐구. It's one of the subjects that people take in school. 사회 탐구 is social studies. Social studies. At least 사회 탐구, social studies can be replaced. Because of it, I picked Japanese. Okay? So, 너 태훈이 알지? Okay, I read from here. 어머, 잘됐다. 너 태훈이 알지? 걔네 반에 일본어 잘하는 애 있다고 같이 공부하자던데. 너도 같이 할래? 주말마다 하는 거야. Okay? It's a long phrase here. 어머, 잘됐다. 어머. 어머 is the same thing as oh my. Wow. Oh my. 잘됐다. This is more like an expression. It's useful expression. 잘 되다. 되다 is what? To become. Well become. 잘 됐다. This is past tense. Well, it has become. What's that mean? It's more like an expression. 잘됐다. You can think of it as good for you. 어머, 잘됐다. Good for you. In English interpretation, good for you. 너 태훈이 알지? 너 태훈이 알지? So the verb here is 알다, G, ending. So 태훈이 is someone they're talking about, probably a guy. 태훈 sounds like a guy's name. They just added E. It doesn't really mean much. It's not part of the name. Name is 태훈. Sometimes we add E. So you 태훈이 알지? What's that mean? Are you guys following? Let me know if I'm going too fast or too slow. You know 태훈이, right? So she wants to talk about this guy. 태훈이 걔네 반에 일본어 잘하는 애 있다고 같이 공부하자던데. 너도 같이 할래? 걔네 반에 걔 as in 태훈이. His. 걔네 반에. This is possessive. But you know, you're gonna see 네. Normally when the noun that comes after, it's more like a place. 선생님의 집, teacher's house, 너네 집, your house, or 너네 가게, your store. So normally that comes after here, it is location. We tend to use 네 as possessive instead of 의. 걔네 반, his 반에, location particle. 반, this is a classroom. 반 has meaning of half, right? But in this context, 반 means classroom. Think of it as a home classroom, the place that you belong to. So in his classroom, 일본어 잘하는 애 있다고. 일본어 잘하는 애. So this is the subject. Verb 있다. 고. So this subject has a verb adjective describing 애. So this is actually object. So this is adjective clause. The kid, the person. There is a guy. Okay, there is a guy who 잘하다. 잘하다, what's that mean? 잘하다. Well do. What is well do mean? 잘하다. Try to answer as much as you can because you're gonna remember better when you engage more with the live chat. For those of you who are watching, try to engage. 잘하다, well do, it means be good at. Be good at something. So, the guy who is good at what? 일본어, Japanese language. Okay? 있다고, there is. 다고 is quote. 잘하다 can be to be smart. 공부 잘하다. If you say 공부 잘하다, this is study well. 공부하다 is study, and then in between 잘. 공부 잘하다 means to be smart. 일본어 잘하다, the person who's good at. Japanese. And there is the guy, 타고, it's quoting. Oh, they say that there is a guy who's good at Japanese. 같이 공부하자던데? 같이 together. Oh, you're back, Tiffany. Your network. Oh, YouTube is blowing up. YouTube has a lot of streaming, I guess. So 공부하다 verb. 던데. 자 is let. Okay? 하던데. 던데 is verb ending as I found. Too many people on YouTube, that's right. Aldila. That's why the streaming can be kind of disconnecting and twitching. 같이, together, study, let. I found. Oh, I found that they say let's study together. Saying there is a guy who is good at Japanese in his classroom. So 하던데 너도 할래? You also 같이 together 할래? What is 알래 ending? Verb root 알래. Verb root 알래. So this is 하다 verb do. 죽을래? You probably heard 죽을래? Do you wanna die? So 알래 is wanna. It's like casual wanna. You don't have to interpret it as 고 싶다. 고 싶다 is literally I want to do something. But this is more like suggestion. You wanna do this? Okay? This is more like suggestion. English interpretation is wanna. So do you wanna do it together also? Do you also wanna do it? As in joining the study group. 주말마다 하는 거야. 주말마다. What's that? Casual suggestion. 주말. 주 means week. 말 means horse. No, it actually means end. Weekend. Edila, that's right. Do together. You also do together. But with wanna. Do you also want to do together? So 주말마다, 마다 means each, every, or all weekend. I think it's more like repetition. Every weekend 하는 거야. On every weekend 하다 verb 는 거야. Verb adjective 거야. So you can think of it as 는 거야, it's that. It's something that we do every weekend. It is something that we do every weekend. Okay? So this is very common in South Korea. I joined a lot of study clubs. I know it sounds very geeky, but I guess Asian people or I guess people who like to study, we like to make study groups and hang out. Our hangout is more like either study club or PC room. Those of people who like gaming, they spend a lot of time in PC room or study group. So she's all sweating. 나 아직 히라가나를 잘 모르는데 괜찮으려나? Yeah, PC room, not much studying. Yeah. Spend a lot of time in PC room. Literally, have you been to South Korea? PC room is everywhere. Like in every neighborhood block, pretty much, you can find PC room. I used to work at PC room as part-time work, probably like 15 years ago. At night, it was so hard because PC room is open 24 hours, most of PC rooms. So they have to fill somebody to work over the night, and they sell the snacks, and there's two different designated areas, one for smoking area, one for non-smokers, and you can spend whole day there because the airflow is pretty good. Back in the day, they didn't care about having separate spaces, so when you go in, it's so much smoke, right? People smoke everywhere. But nowadays, even like when I worked there, like I mentioned 15 years ago, the air is pretty clean. So you end up staying so long, and then they have the snack bars. You pretty much spend whole day. You could not play there. My friend works night shift at 1. Oh, wow. 그렇군요, 레이첼. 나 아직 히라가나도 잘 모르는데 괜찮으려나? What's that mean? 나 아직 Sorry, we can chat because the time zone doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. Time zone doesn't matter, right? League of Legends, they said I need an ID to play. Yeah, you need an ID, for sure. I mean, not that I know of League of Legends, but sounds like everything that requires ID, right? 아직, still. Hey, Jimmy and Sky, thank you for joining the live chat. I still 히라가나도. Those of you who know Japanese, you probably know what it means. Hiragana, do. Do has different meanings, either even or also. So depends on context, it's interpreted differently, right? So I still either also or even hiragana. Hiragana is one of the ways in Japanese. I don't want to call it alphabet. I don't think they really have alphabet. Hiragana, they have two different systems in Japanese. One is hiragana, the other one is katakana, and one is like real Japanese symbols, the other one is associated to Chinese one. But anyway, I guess this is like she's referring to as almost very simple beginner's work. Yeah, writing system, that's right. I don't even know it yet. 아직 can be still or yet. I 잘 모르는데. Korean 한자 and 한글. But it's not really the same thing. It's because Korean, we use Korean alphabets. Each Korean alphabet or syllables may be associated to Chinese character, but we don't actually use Chinese characters, right? But I think for Japanese, they use both, either Chinese, like a katakana or hiragana. They use both for writings. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Japanese either, but I know just a little bit tiny of information. 잘 모르는데, 모르다 verb. This is a verb actually. 모르다. I guess Rachel knows a lot. So 모르다 is don't know. The opposite word from 알다. Know. Don't know. Negation. The verb already has negation built into it. I don't know well even hiragana yet. I feel like in this context, this is more like yet. 괜찮으려나? 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 Okay. 으려나? Ending. This is more like I wonder. I wonder if it's okay. This verb is 괜찮다. I love languages too. Because this is learning languages is a gateway to be able to communicate with people on the other side of the planet, and also you get to learn so much culture about other people's lifestyle. Language, when you know the language, you end up learning about their culture. If you don't know the language, you have limitation to get to know the other people's the other people's culture. I don't know if I'm speaking correctly. Anyway, so I don't know well hiragana yet even, but wonder if it's okay. Okay, so she doesn't want to intrude the study group because she doesn't even know hiragana. But friend pressure. Look at her face. 하자. This is cute ending. Just like dragging. Korean people love dragging. 하자. Right? 하자. 자 is the verb ending after 하다 verb. Verb root plus 자. Let's what? 하다. Do it. Let's do it. A. This is just the sound. Do you even say that in English? A. It's in, don't worry about it type thing. Come on? Like come on? Okay. A. 하면서. 성적도 오르고 그러는 거지. This is a convincing phrase. 하면서. verb root 면서. A can be not really. But in this context, like Rachel said, it's more like come on, A. It's like encouraging somebody. A. 하면서 성적도 오르고 그러는 거지. 하다 verb meaning joining the study group. While. 하면서 joining the study group and study. Engage with others. Don't worry about what level you are at. 성적도 오르고 도 here, I think in this case also. Earlier it was even here. This case also. What is 성적? 오르다 verb. 고, conjunction. Look up this verb. 오르다. 오늘 높은 산을 오를 거예요. 아주 높은 산을 오를 거예요. 이번 주말에 I will climb up high mountain this weekend. 오르다. Go up. Raise. Here, 성적이 오르다 means your score at school, right? Score goes up. 그러는 거지. 그렇다는 adjective describing this. G, confirmation. So 그러는 거지. You can think of it as it'll be like that, you know? While studying, and your score goes up also. And it's 그러는 거지. How am I gonna say? And so on. It's more like and so on. And so on. Seems like that. While studying, score also goes up and so on. So there are many things happening. in a good way. It's like an idiom. That's right. 그러는 거지. In this case, if you do this, this goes up and so on. Many other things will happen. Things are just going into the right place. 하자하자. Let's do it. Let's do it. Very convincing. Also, if you do that, you cannot say no. If you're a person who cannot say no, then you're completely convinced. But deep down inside, the main character knows it's good for her, right? So maybe she's gonna say yes. Means the same thing as right? Okay, please. And then 소곤 means what? Whisper. 소곤. Right? But why does she whisper? Because she's about to tell her a secret. What's gonna happen? 그리고 걔 말로는 일본어 잘하는 애 되게 잘생겼대. What's that mean? 그리고 same thing as 그리고. Just in speaking format, she wrote 그리고. Korean people are lazy about vowel when we speak. We end up saying 그리고. OFC, of course, I see. And moreover, 걔 말로는 걔 as in the friend. The friend's name 태훈이. What 태훈이 is saying, 걔 말, word, by, as for. 로 has meaning of as. This is as for. 로 can be by. 로 has different meanings. I made a video about this. If you want to check it out after live stream's over. 는 is as for. So in this case, his words by as for. As in, as far as what he's saying. 걔 말로는 as far as what? As far as what 태훈이 is saying, what he's saying. The guy who's good at Japanese, you already translated. As far as what 태훈이 is saying, the guy 잘하다. We already talked about to be good at. The guy who's good at 일본어. 되게 is the same thing. So she put dot in between the syllable just to emphasize. It's only for writing. Nobody really pause in between when they say 되게 잘. I read it like that. It's because we can see how it's written, but nobody really says like that. 되게 잘생겼대. 되게 is the same thing as 진짜. Or 완전. Totally, completely. 잘생겼대. 잘생기다. Hey Sarah. I shouldn't read your name as English name, Sarah, right? It's written as Sarah, right? Hi Sarah. Welcome to the live chat. 생겼대. So the verb here, 생기다. This is the verb, appear. That's right, Jimin. Is Jimin the ID from BTS, Jimin? Jimin's guy. 생기다 is appear. Well appear. So this is an interpretation. Interpretation is to be handsome. 잘생기다, well appear, that becomes expression, to be handsome. Yeah, why does it have dot between the syllables? That's right. I actually explained because this is a writing format. They wanted to emphasize 되게 잘생겼대. It's like emphasis. But in speaking format, like when I'm actually speaking, nobody's gonna say like that. Nobody's gonna pause between syllables. This is just Webtoon writing. Okay? So telling something juicy, you know, like juicy secret. As far as Taeun is saying, the guy who's good at Japanese is totally handsome. 대, here is said, someone said, or he said. In this case is Taeun이. He said that. Okay? So Sarah, if I'm going too fast or if you have any questions, please let me know. Don't be afraid to ask because we're all here to learn together. Sometimes when you think it's maybe two beginners questions, but the other people actually benefit from you asking questions, maybe if they're not clear about something. 솔깃. 다고해. I think you can say that. 잘생겼다고 해. Yeah. That's right. 되게 잘생겼다고 해. I think they're 다고해, 다고하다 might be the long version of 대. Means the same thing. 잘생겼다고 해. 잘생겼대. 솔깃, tempting. If you look up the verb, the word 솔깃 in Naver, it says as ear catcher. Ear catcher. I'm dropping ears. Or you can say as I'm listening. Okay. I'm listening. My ears open. 솔깃. 잘. Right? Look at her face. 잘. You know, when you're young, you get excited about meeting someone who's handsome, right? I would have said the same thing. Oh, I better join this group. 잘. She's just stuttering. 잘생, right? Handsome. Got her attention. 그래. 일본어. 와. 그럼 내 2시 시내 버그스타 카페로. 네? Perk up. Yeah, I like that. 그래. Okay. This is like agreeing with the other person. 그래. Let's do it. Okay. 일본어, Japanese. She's so excited. Chanting. 와. 그럼 she's so happy too because she convinced her friend. 그럼 in that case, it's the same thing as 그러면. 그러면 in that case, 내일, it's a shortened version of 내일. Okay? 내일 is the same thing as 내일. But this is not a correct way to write, technically. But this is Webtoon. But text, when you're texting somebody, we're gonna use this more than this one. Very casual. 내일 2시에. 2 o'clock. A is time particle, right? 2시에 시내. This is like a city, 시내, city. Or downtown. But we don't really have downtown. That's the thing. I don't know if you noticed, those of you who've been to South Korea, did you find that there is distinctive boundary? Where is downtown? Where is rural area? When you're living in city already. So I was born in Incheon, Bupyeong. Like, I felt like if you go to Seoul, it's as busy as where I was. Bupyeong was so busy, and I didn't find what is downtown, what's not. Because when you go home, you still live in a tall apartment. Everywhere you go, it's very busy. So when I learned the first time downtown in English, I didn't know what that meant actually. What is downtown? So I want to kind of hear, those of you who've been to South Korea, did you actually feel like there was a big distinction between rural area and downtown? I don't know any of you been there, but 시내 downtown 버그스타. I think the author of Webtoon played the word Starbucks, 버그스타. Cafe. We don't have F sound. We say P or something else. Normally cafe, we say cafe or cafe. Very big difference. You mean in South Korea? Which city did you go to, Edila? I guess if you're comparing to Seoul and maybe outside of Seoul, but if you're within Seoul, do you find that there was big distinction? Lo has meaning of two words, right? So, which means that in that case, if you want to join the study group tomorrow at 2 o'clock, so as you know, she is hour or time counting unit at 2 o'clock, downtown Bogstock Cafe. Oh, I lived in the north. You mean north of South Korea, right? Not North Korea. It was more relaxed than in the south of the river. Oh, you mean Gangnam. I see. You lived the northern part of Hanryu River. That's right, not North Korea. You lived, you say Gangnam, Gangbuk. You lived in Gangbuk. You know Gangnam Style, the song? Gang is a river. Nam means south. So south of the Hanryu River, Han River. So that's a very busy area. That's true. Gangbuk is a little quieter. Gangnam is very busy. I see. 경기도. I see. Really depends. I was born in Incheon, but I moved to Gyeonggi province. Gyeonggi province actually is massive. Depends on which Gyeonggi province you're talking about. My parents still live in Gyeonggi province. My mom lives in Ilsan. I don't know if you know Ilsan. It's a little more quieter, but it's still busy, but quieter than Seoul. But I guess when I learned the word downtown, I lived in Bupyeong, and Bupyeong was very busy. Yeah, Ilsan. Ilsan is a little bit of a newer city per se compared to other cities. So they have more space, they have more parks. They're famous for Ilsan 호수공원, that's the artificial lake park. It's beautiful. They have gazebos, Korean traditional gazebos. They have a flower fest. They're famous for singing fountain, which means that when they have the water fountain comes up, they have music playing in the background, but the stream of the water moves along with the tunes. Probably you've seen that before, other countries. Yeah. Ilsan is a little bit northern part of north from Bupyeong. Bupyeong is Incheon is here. It's like this is a rabbit. Maybe I give more land to North Korea. North Korea I think is bigger. And we have Jeju. So this is Bupyeong. Ilsan, Seoul. I think it's more like triangle. Yeah, it's like half an hour by car if it's not congested. So 잘 가. Well go. Bye bye. Right? 너도 잘 가. The same thing. Do we say 우 vowel when it's O. 너도. 너도 잘 가. You also. Well go. This is well go. 가다 verb go. 잘 가. Between friends, it's like French salute. Bye bye, right? 잘 가. So I think that's it. So today we went through the half of the Webtoon series. It took us about an hour and a half. Wow, it actually took longer than I expected. So we're gonna do the other half of the Webtoon series tomorrow to finish up episode 6. If you enjoy this kind of learning format, please give thumbs up and leave comments in the below the video because it helps me to make more videos like this. Okay? So those of you who stuck around from the beginning to the end or who joined the live streaming, thank you so much for sticking around and engaging with us and enjoying the content. And tomorrow is gonna be the weekend, so I see you at 12 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. Oh, thank you so much, Jimin Sky. That's great. If you want to learn Korean, the actual Korean rather than the phonetic representation of Korean, this is actually a good way to learn because I go through each word for word. It's one of the fastest way to learn Korean. So I see you guys again tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Hey, enjoy the rest of the day. 안녕.